Without speed, the cheetah will lose the only advantage that helps it get prey and compete with other predators. In the end, well, you get the idea. No future. However, while for some animals, losing their skills means certain death, others calmly part with them when they grow up. Chicks of O.S.A.R, a tropical bird with a funny hairdo, not only have legs and wings, they also have claws on their thumbs. Yes, something like an inheritance from a great-great-grandmother who lived in the days of different pterodactyls. Since O.S.A.R...
Cheryl, remember those ducks? M.R.Ducks? M.R.Wings? C.M.Ducks? Well, I'll be M.R.Ducks. We saw a mama duck bring her little tribe of ducklings across 408 while we were heading into work. I wasn't alone. I wasn't the first car. I was the third. Cheryl was the first car. Saw this mama bring her ducks across 408. I'm like, what is that? Is that something dragging something across the... No, it's a mama duck. And all her little ducklings going across 408 heading to the water. This van, I don't remember, it might have been Freight Gate Plumbing, I don't know. Went over them and the babies just spit out the bottom and flew, but the van pulled over. I couldn't, I had to go to work, I was gonna be late. And that day, I had my one-on-one with Cheryl and I was telling her the story about going into work. She goes, oh my God, that was me. She was in the first vehicle that went around this way, and I went around this way, trying to avoid those ducklings. Those ducklings probably survived. This video that I posted on and saved it to my Captain Mama Frog YouTube channel, it's titled Animal Superpowers That Only Their Babies Have. We have babies. We have babies that are without parents, that are locked up in mental institutions being fed big pharma meds to keep them locked up and kept in a box. Nobody should be kept in a box. Nobody puts baby in a corner. We need to get up and stand up. It's time, Carl. Get up, stand up, Sven. 3 little birds, it's by my doorstep, singing sweet songs, a melody pure and true, singing, this is my message to you. Singing, don't worry about a thing, because Captain Mama Frog is going to sing. I might look crazy, but I am not crazy. I just have ADHD. You will know. I am the Ringwitch of the world. But it started right here, right now. I was born in California, but I'm not from anywhere. I moved around my whole life. I lived in Germany. I went skiing in Austria for a week, and in day 1 or 2, I broke my leg. A whole week-long trip. I was 8. I went to Italy, Venice, got constipated. We went to the doctor, and the doctor said, I'm full of shit. I am full of shit. But I was literally full of shit, okay? 8 years old. My parents, it's not their fault. They didn't know that I couldn't find the key to the bathroom. In Italy, the hotel rooms are all down on there's a corridor, and at the end of the corridor, there's one toilet, and you have a key to the toilet. Well, I was staying with my cousin Beth and my aunt and uncle, and they said, Heather, here's the key. And I put it down. But for some reason, I couldn't find that key in the middle of the night. Something happened, and I really had to go because I'd been holding it. Finally, I'm trying to find this key, and I couldn't. So in the morning, I really had to go to the bathroom, and I tried to go to the bathroom, and I couldn't. My parents gave me Mylanta, something like that. And it backed me up even more. They didn't know. I was 8 years old. I couldn't communicate very well, and I have ADHD, and I was really in a lot of pain. When someone's in a lot of pain, they don't speak right. They don't use the right words. And there's a lot of people who are in a lot of pain, and they're suffering, and they get locked up in mental institutions because they're in pain. People in mental institutions don't get the attention that they need. Brian dislocated his shoulder for, I don't know, South Seminole Hospital didn't do anything about your shoulder. You went to Shands Hospital, they did nothing about your shoulder. They gave you electric shock therapy, which you didn't need. You needed other medical attention that they couldn't give you and they wouldn't give you. And people kept you locked up. I won't even say names. Mark, Piglia. Oh, maybe I did. There's a better way. There's a better way to do things. We need to do it the better way. We need to come together right now to help people like Brian. He's a genius. He's got a PhD. He's a doctor who appeared in quite poor health when I met him. And I'm hoping that he gets the help that he needs now. But Brian's not responding to my texts. That makes me think that somebody's got his phone. Claudia's not responding to me. Why is she not responding to me? I know I need to meet her before I can go see Brian because there's now visitation rights. But when he was first in Shands Hospital, he could call me because he remembered my number. But after all the shock therapy sessions, he had to write down my number. He had to write down a lot of numbers. And the other thing about that was somebody threatened the hospital. I don't know how or why, but Mind Freedom might have had something to do with it. Maybe somebody saw something on Mind Freedom or whatever. But what happened was I couldn't call and ask for Brian anymore. They said you had to have a PIN number. What the farfig Nugan? I had to have a PIN number. So I couldn't call and ask for my friend Brian anymore. So I had to rely on him calling me. And I'm a busy person and I gotta take naps because I'm not well. I have pancreatic issues. I have a vascular necrosis. I have tons of other issues, medical issues, which is why you see my face is broken out. This is a good face. This is a good day. There's days when it's really bad. Some people have medical dermatitis, perioral dermatitis, ocular dermatitis, acne, all kinds of psoriasis, stuff that they don't want to show their face, but I don't care. I will show my face. I'm going to make a difference. I'm going to show people you can make a difference. You can get up and stand up. Sven reminded me this morning on Poker Gaga, 3 little birds. It's by my doorstep, singing sweet songs, a melody pure and true. I'm going to sing to you. Now, I can't answer all my messages on Facebook. I apologize. But I'm doing things. So please be patient. I'll try to respond when I can. I'm inspired. There's a coffee shop that I went to go to Nut and Butt Cakes. Nut and Butt Cakes. There's a bunt cake place in Waterford. Right next to it is this place, this beautiful coffee place called O.S.A.R. V-S-P-A-R, I think. And I needed a coffee, and I was like, I'll go to Starbucks after I hit Home Depot. But no, that didn't pan out because I went into this place. It's magical, and I'm going to post pictures. But what's magical is I started talking to the baristas, and they had this competition, Loki or the Loki show that came on, or WandaVision. And I couldn't get into WandaVision. And I love Marvel. I love Marvel. Thor, Chris Hemsworth. Oh my God. But all of the freaking Marvel characters and DC. And so I said, I just watched Wonder Woman 1984, and somebody's calling me. Jean-Michael. Sorry, Jean-Michael, on Messenger. I can't answer. People don't call me. I'm in the middle of doing stuff. So I started talking to her, and she said, oh, I met Gal Gadot. I'm like, shut the front door. Then she proceeded to show me a picture of her with Gal Gadot, and there's my puppy poking through the blinds, looking for me. He's so cute. And so I got a picture of her holding up the picture of her and Gal Gadot. She said that Gal Gadot tried to hug everybody. She tried to meet with everybody because she's a beautiful person inside and out. She is freaking Wonder Woman. She is a wonderful woman, and she has kids, and her kids she's mom. My daughter was like, when I just went out with my daughter, and we went to P.F. Chang's for lunch, and we did a couple errands. We went to Ulta and stuff, and she said, Mom, you're not Mom anymore. You're Heather. Like, yeah, I'm Heather Greening, but I've always been Heather Greening. I've been your mom since you were born in 2006. Magical things happened in 2006. Magical things happened in 2004. Magical things happened in 1998. I met an Australian. He came from the land down under, and he gave me thunder. And he gave me a big fat burn on my calf from a motorcycle. I thought that was gonna leave a mark. But what really happened, Mark, was that Jason gave me the best gift ever. He gave me my Blaine. He gave me my boy. My boy. My boy. My boy. He gave me Blaine. And I didn't know it at the time, but that beautiful son of mine has ADHD too. Like me. Only boys are different with ADHD than girls are. They're so different. This is 10 minutes. I'm just going to stop here and post this because there's so much more. Casey Anthony is going to be the next video that I watch. In 2006, my daughter was born. A few years later, Casey Anthony, there's something wrong with Casey Anthony. JCS, criminal psychology. There's something about Casey. There is something about Casey. I don't want to give Casey's a bad rep because I fucking love Casey. Casey Baker, I love you. And his beautiful wife. Isn't it ironic? Don't you think, Carl? A little too ironic. Yeah, I really do think. It's like meeting the man of your dreams and then meeting his beautiful wife. Isn't it ironic? Dude. Okay, Carl, you gotta find me. There's something about Casey Anthony. Her daughter was the same age as my daughter. And if you don't know the Casey Anthony story, you will. I'm going to watch that now. It's an hour long, so I'm not going to watch the whole thing. I get very emotional when I think about Casey Anthony. And my ex-husband knows how I couldn't watch the news after Casey Anthony. I couldn't anymore. That's what made me stop watching the news, was the whole Casey Anthony case. I guess, some kind of an empath or something like that. And that just, she would have been the same age as my daughter, 15, same age as Julia Gulia. The registers. And World of Beer, thank you for bringing karaoke back. Yeah. Okay, I'm stopping it here. I'm getting emotional. I'm getting emo. Not sensitive, but I got my pineapple towel. Because sunshine, you are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. You'll never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away. Sunshine grows all kinds of stuff in her garden in Australia. And I'm going to go to Australia because there's koala bears and there's kangaroos and there's so many magnificent creatures and scary ass creatures. So I'm not sensitive. You will not offend me. You will not hurt me. You can say whatever you want. I don't give a flying fig Newton. I'm in pain. I'm in a lot of pain. A lot of pain creates art. Art left me sophomore year in high school to go to somewhere else. I have not been to his grave. It's in Kansas City. 9/11, Blue October is playing in Kansas City. I need to go see them and I need to stay with my people. Maybe Juliet's parents still live there. Maybe I can visit with them. Maybe Jules can visit me with her man. And Anita. I know a lot of Anitas, beautiful Anitas. But the first Anita that I met was in Kansas City. And it was Juliet, my soulmate. It was her sister. She's got another sister too. This family, the Freddo family. I love you. And I'm not gonna get emotional again, but I want to. Because there's this postcard of this little kid that I sent Juliet. And he's going, and Juliet did that in a picture and she sent it to me and she was with her people. Aaron. You didn't know why you were my friend, but I'll never forget that dinner. Ron. All right, 14 minutes. I'm gonna post this. I love you guys. We are the world. We're gonna change the world. Well, we're gonna try. We're gonna at least put positive juju out there, okay? Positive. All my Brian's, Mike's, Chris's, Steve's. I know there's lots of names out there, but Brian's and Chris's and Steve's and Mike's. Oh my. Carrie's got a voice too. Columbia, Maryland. The Russell, Ty Russell. Come to my coffee shop and have some tea with me, or coffee, or scone, or something. They've got all kinds of goodness there. They even name their plants. The girls name the plants. Timothy and something else. TTFN.